Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. This week so this video is kinda late. This video was supposed to be posted last week. This is half of the process for Magic Moon Week, and basically the video I posted last week, I was filming maybe 2 days after my iPad died, so that's why I was so pissed and kind of down. So I'm just doing a little bit of a sketches for each prompt, so to speak. Yeah, each prompt. And they're very messy. All of this is quite messy, but honestly, I'm just thankful that I actually have the footage, because I transferred this footage the day before my iPad died, and I don't even know how I managed to do that. The sheer luck I had. So starting with the first day is Stardust. I had the idea of doing each prompt like a tarot card, almost in the same day I started doing them. But I thought it was a cool idea, so I wanted to do it. Last year I did everything in gouache, and it was sort of just a bit of a random each design, but I had fun with them. And this year I was traveling a bit while I was doing the prompts, so I kind of had to do them digitally in order to be able to do them while I was away, so I didn't have to carry all my gouache and just was able to work wherever I was. And so Stardust, I thought it would be fun to do sort of like the dust of the stars filling an hourglass that someone was holding. I don't know, it was just a bit of a trial and an error, but I had fun, and I think I finally figured out sort of less how I like to paint with digital, or at least Procreate, because the brushes that I like to use are only from Procreate, and it's the Max Packs, I think that's the name, watercolor brushes. And it was an investment, but I really love how they look. It makes it a whole lot easier for me to paint, especially skin. So yeah, that's card 1, day 1 done, and I'm so happy with the project, how it is so far. Day 2 is Moonlight, and is honestly my favorite card. I'm just so freaking proud of it. It's super simple, the idea, but I just love how it looks. And I do have another one with hands, but I'm going to split this video in 2 parts, since I am doing the rest of the cards, but in traditional. The last card I'll be putting in this video is already traditional, but I will be redoing them as soon as I get my iPad back, because I want them to be a set, so I want them to be similar. So basically I will be redoing them. I'm just doing the traditional ones so I can have a sort of idea what works, what doesn't, since I have the time, so why not? So this card is really just my absolute favorite, and I'm just so happy with it. The hands are super simple, but I don't know, I like the way it looks. And I was so happy with the project that I think that's why I was so goddamn pissed that I couldn't work on it anymore, because I was just so happy with it. So that happened. Day 3 is Blossoming, and I had the idea of just a lady with flowers. It was a pretty simple idea. It turned out pretty cute. This one, I think I like the ones that I did digitally so far. The ones that I'm doing traditionally are not as good, at least in my opinion. But like I said, they're just drafts. I will be posting them on Instagram just so I can keep you guys posted on and everything. Yes, I'm actually picking up the 4 cards that I have done digitally today from the printers. I am already printing them, and I will be putting them soon on my shop, just because I can't wait. I'm just so excited, and I actually want to hand embellish them myself with gold, so that is going to take a while. So if I can start doing that already with the cards that I have, good, and when I get the other ones, at least that's already half of the cards done. So this one, I think it turned out pretty cute. The hair was a bit of a struggle. I was not being able to just focus on a color that I wanted, and I actually had to ask some opinions from some friends, but it turned out pretty cute at the end. I did a sort of a ombre. You can see on these that I play a lot with layers in order to see what looks good, what doesn't. Sometimes it's just a mixture of the layers and everything else. And so in order for me to pick colors, I like to just play with the layers sometimes, because it's fun that way. You can be like, oh, I didn't thought that color would look good, but it does. So I quite like this one. It's very soft, very feminine, and I'm very excited to see it printed. It's also one of my favorites. I love them all. I do have a special spot for the Moonlight one, but I love them all so far. So yeah, here you can see me playing with lots of layers to see which color to go for, and I was very indecisive between the blue one, the pink one, and the more darker one. And I like the contrast that the darker one gave, but the pink color was just so pretty that I just decided to do an ombre, and done. That was it. So day 4 was Zodiac, and this is the last card I have in digital. Luckily, I did save the files before, so yeah, I was able to post it, and I didn't lose the JPEGs. I just lost the actual files, so it's not like I can edit them again. At least I have the files, and I do have the process, so at least that. And this one started very rocky with the hair. I had no idea which hair color to go for, and I kind of just went for this yellow, yeah, so I could then just do the values, and then I ended up changing it to blue. So I'm doing Zodiac, and I am doing my sign, which is Aquarius. And I had in my sketch at first the little pot, but I just wasn't finding a good pose that I was liking, so I just scrapped the pot altogether, and I just did some water around her, and I quite like it. And I do like the body I made her. As you guys know, if you probably follow me for a while, I'm not good with drawing clothes, so my characters are most of the time naked, just because I'm so bad at coming up with clothes. But I quite like how this one turned out, and it's something I really need to practice, is clothing. Here I noticed that there were some weird things with anatomy, so I'm just fixing them. I'm just drawing the skeleton underneath, and then just quickly fixing the arm that was a bit too thick, and a little part there on the waist. That was just a quick fix that I just felt like it needed. I also changed the eyes. I'm changing it right back now because they were just weird. And that's the Zodiac card done. It's dead. And yeah, that was me proving that my iPad was indeed dead. It just started glitching out of the sudden. And so I was actually going to not do anything at all until I got it back. But I mean, then they told me it was like maybe a month tops. I went and put it on warranty last Saturday. Yeah, so already a week. Almost a week. So it might be still a while. So I decided, fuck it, and I'm just going to keep doing this traditionally. Even if it's for me to just practice and for me to see what I like, I still have the line art, so I can just get that on. It was a bit of a struggle for me to get the program that I would like to use. I do not like using Photoshop. I don't know why, I just find it very stiff, and whoever can draw on Photoshop, kudos, you're my man. I tried Clip Studio Paint, and I had the trial version, but you can't even save on the trial version, which it's a bit flawed, I guess. But I mean, it makes you want to buy the program, which I really like Clip Studio Paint. And if I ever catch it on sale, I think they do sales on February and June, so I just probably missed one. I will get it because I really like the program. It has some really nice brushes, and so a thing I noticed, it has a community where you can get like resources, so like backgrounds, brushes that people do, and it seemed pretty cool. I really liked it, and it was very fun sketching on it. So this line art I did on Clip Studio Paint, and then when I noticed I couldn't save, I just kind of screenshot it because I was like, I ain't gonna lose this, nah. And so basically I moved on to Krita. Krita, I used to do the line art of the other two that I have left, but I'm not going to put them on the video yet. I'm going to probably break this video into 2 parts, and this is part 1. So I'm going to put the other one, so it's not already too long. And I do want to, as soon as I get my iPad back, I want to do all of these again. So it will be probably the traditional ones and that one. So yeah, sorry if I'm a bit of a mess talking. I'm just so frazzled still. I don't know what's going on. It's been a weird week. This piece was messy, confusing. I was trying to do the clouds things that I do with digital. Of course, it's going to be a bit different with gouache, especially since I'm not using acrylic gouache. The colors will mix, and they did. They did mix, and I don't know, I was just so messy. It was just so messy, and I could not decide for the colors for the love of me. So this one is just a straight up mess of me putting on paint after paint after paint. And then for some reason, I don't know why, I didn't use my heat gun to speed up the process. So I was still impatient, but I wasn't using my heat gun. So I was just going in with the colors, even though it was still wet. And of course, that fuzzied out everything. So I don't know why. Okay, so this card basically is dreams. And my vision was her to be in clouds and butterflies, sort of being all around her and symbolizing the dreams. But the color scheme is all wrong. I want it to be sort of sunset-y and the butterflies to be golden. But like I said, this was me in desperation mode. The other 2 cards I actually did on watercolor because I don't know, I was just feeling it. I was just feeling I needed something more easy. I just needed something else rather than gouache. Gouache is fun, but I'm just not feeling it lately, and I do want to go back to being more into gouache because it's still one of my favorite mediums, and it took me a long time to actually get good at it. Not that I consider myself really good at it, but just I can get along with it. So it took me a long time for me to be able to paint with it, so I don't want to leave it like that. And yeah, and also my wrist has been hurting more, so it's just been a weird week. And I foresee that the next week to come will be weird as well. But yeah, so today hopefully I'm going to get the cards. My gold ink will also come. I was looking for pens, but then I thought I had to buy a crap ton of them because I'm also doing the back, and the back's already designed. It's like a half moon with some little stripy things. I was trying to record the process in Krita, but I just wasn't. I think I lost the file somehow, so everything, I might be able to find it, but I'm not sure. If I find it, I'll put it on my next video about this project. So yeah, like I said, this whole thing is a mess. I'm a mess, the project's a mess, my desk is a mess. It's just, woo-wee, my god. But yeah, I managed to film the process of the last 2 cards, which is Delicate and New Moon. So even though I'm super late already for this, this thing just got super personal for me. I don't know why. I think I just put so much work into this project that I don't care if the Magic Moonwing tag is already ended. I'm just gonna keep doing this just because I need it. I need to finish this. Even if I finish late, I just need to know that I gave my all for this project and that I finished it. Sorry for this video being such a huge mess, and thank you so much for watching it. If you made it this far, you are a champ. I know this is a very weird, rambly, messy video, but I am trying my best to do with what I have. I was going to record another random video, but I just want to share this process with you guys while it's happening. I'm working at this at the moment, and I just don't want to work with anything else. It's weird. I'm fully obsessed with this project, which I don't think it's good, but it is what's happening right now. And I just want to thank you guys again for the support and for everything else. And I just reached 8.5k on Instagram, and I know it may seem nothing, but I'm so proud, and thank you so much for anyone that follows me on Instagram. I'm way more active there, so if you want to ever check out my Instagram, the link is down below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, and I'll promise I'll try to be more cohesive about the whole thing. Bye guys, and thanks again. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to, and please leave a comment saying which card is your favorite so far. I really do get a kick reading your comments. Oh, I added the colors here on Photoshop just because I was not feeling them, so okay, bye guys.